Hi everyone, my name is Miss Sarah with FIBO Art Academy. Today we're going to be doing a Father's Day painting using acrylics. So let's get started. We're painting turtles for Father's Day using acrylic paints. To get started, you're going to need some kind of thick paper and a pencil. We're going to do a practice drawing. And I'm going to be using a Sharpie, but that's because I want you to be able to see my lines. You're going to start out by using a pencil because there are some lines that we're going to want to erase. So using your pencil, you're going to start by making a big curved line. This is the top of the turtle shell. Going to go up, big rainbow line across, and then back down. And then you're gonna add another curved line. This curve is going towards the bottom of the paper. It's a smaller curve, like a small smile. There you go. It kind of looks like a rock in the middle of your paper. After that, you're going to add a collar on your turtle. So that's a curved line going down, and another curved line going down, straight line, and a straight line. Okay. After that, we're gonna have the turtle's head peeking out underneath this collar. It's gonna go up and curve back in till you get to the collar like that. We're gonna have two legs. So a curved line down, and then another curved line down like this. And then you connect it with a little smile. On the other side, a curved line. This one's going the other way. This is the turtle's front leg. Another curved line like that. And then connect it with a smile. You're going to put some legs behind our front legs. So you're going to have a curved line going out like that. And then a curved line touching the shell. After that, draw a curved line going out. And then draw it up to touch the shell. We're going to add some details to the front legs by adding these rainbows for our turtle's toes. Then on the front as well. And after that, you need the turtle's tail. So in the back, curved line going out, keep it pointed, and then back in. We're going to draw the turtle's face. The turtle is going to be looking up at its turtle kid. So we're going to have two eyes, like that, and then a big smile. I'm going to add a tie to my turtle, but if you want to add something else, maybe a bow tie, you can do that. Dress your turtle up. Maybe you want to make your turtle look like your own dad, and maybe your dad has a special kind of hairstyle, or maybe a hat. My dad wears baseball caps. I would add a baseball cap right here if I wanted to make this turtle my dad. After that, we're going to add the turtle kid right here. So just like with our turtle dad, we're going to draw this big rainbow line going up and then down. And then connect it with this smile line. We're going to give the turtle a face, a head and face. So I'm going to start here at the top, curve a line down, and then back up. We're going to add legs for our turtles. Our turtle's legs are going to go down into the shell of the dad turtle, like that. So a curved line, then another curved line, and then a smile. Now, if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video and work at your own pace. I want you to have fun and be comfortable while you draw. You need a front leg, so curve down. curve down, and then connect it with a smile line. And just like the turtle dad, so after you're done drawing your turtle's legs, you're gonna add some details, which means you're gonna add toes to the back leg and then toes to the front leg like that. We're gonna add our legs behind the front legs by having a curved line down and a curved line down. The tail, have it curved out and then pointed. And then after that, you're gonna have the turtle's face. The turtle's gonna be looking down. This turtle is gonna be a side profile. So you're only gonna see one eye and then half of a smile, like that. You can add some kind of detail to your turtle. Mine's gonna have a bow, but you could add whatever you want. Maybe you wanna give your turtle spiky hair. Maybe you want your turtle to be wearing a cowboy hat. Maybe you want your turtle to be you and you want it to have your glasses. You can do whatever you want. It is your drawing. After that, you are going to take a Sharpie and you're going to trace your pencil lines, but not all of them. I'm going to show you which ones you're going to trace and then fill in. So we don't need some of these lines. I'm going to scribble them out. This one you don't need. You don't need this one because the turtle's front legs are covering them up. If you have a hat or a bow, you can erase the top of the turtle's head so the bow or the hat goes on top of the turtle's head. You're going to erase the shell that's inside of the collar and the neck. And that's it for erasing. There's a couple things you're going to fill in with your Sharpie. You're going to fill the back leg in. So both of the back legs on the kid turtle. And then this leg right here on the back. Fill it in with Sharpie. And then the front back leg. There we go. And then the front back leg here. And that is it for our Sharpie. There we go. All right. So when you're done erasing and tracing everything with Sharpie and filling everything in, your drawing may look something like this. And we are ready for our acrylic paints. So to start, we're going to paint our background. I'm going to be using a yellow. I'm going to mix it with white. I'm going to have a light yellow. Okay. I'm going to take my big brush, mix that paint. And the first thing I'm going to do is outline all around my turtle. And I'm going to use a big brush because that's what I'm comfortable using. But if you want to use a little brush, that is absolutely okay. Use whatever you're comfortable with. And once again, you may pause the video if you feel like you need more time. I want you to go at your own pace and have fun and not worry about going too fast. You can take as much time as you need to paint your turtles You know what they say about turtles, slow and steady wins the race. So I'm painting my turtle. I'm using this angle of the brush right here, this line, to get right up to my turtle shell and then paint. Or you could use your little brush. I'm going to switch to my little brush too to get the detailed areas. So we're getting all of the background first, and then we're going to move on to the turtles. That way it gives the acrylic paints a chance to dry. If you get a little bit of paint on your Sharpie, that is okay, because you can always go back and put some more Sharpie right on top of it. Acrylics are pretty fun and easy to work with because if you do something that maybe you don't like, it's okay, just wait for it to dry and then paint right over it. Underneath the turtle. I'm using yellow, but maybe you want to use your dad's favorite color. My dad's favorite color is purple. See, I'm getting a little bit on my Sharpie, but that's okay because I'm going to be outlining it with Sharpie again. The whole thing is Sharpied, so it's easy to see your lines so you know exactly where you want to paint. So we're painting all around the turtle, and then after that we can get the corners. I really love this color, a nice yellow. Very sunny and perfect for summer. See, underneath the foot. There we go. Ooh, and then just a little bit around the tail. And that's almost it for painting the background. Or at least outlining the turtles. I still have the corners. But that will go pretty fast. I'm going to put this aside for a little bit. I'm going to grab my little brush because there's a little bit of area right behind our kid turtle. I'm going to paint that. I'm going to turn my brush to the skinny side and get that little area. There we go. If there's some spaces, some white spaces between your paint and your Sharpie line, go ahead and get that with your little brush. If you see any piles of paint, you can smooth that out. Acrylic looks nice when it's smooth. Getting all my white spaces that I missed with my big brush. And now I'm going to switch to my big brush again, and I'm going to finish getting the background. So over here, now I'm getting a little bit of paint on my table because it's a plastic table. It will wash out. If you have a wooden table, maybe put some paper down or some plastic. When I get more paint on my brush, I like to go back and forth like this. It puts a lot of paint on my brush. There we go. And we want this background to be able to dry because we're going to put some details on this background later on. So while we're painting our turtle, our background will be drying. And there we go. I think that is it. All right, I'm going to wash my brush out. Gotta get a new mixing plate. When you're done cleaning your brush out very well, take a paper towel and dry your brush. Acrylics work best when your brush is dry. So after that, you're gonna be painting the turtle shell. I'm gonna mix a little bit of paint. I'm gonna take green. And I'm going to go in with brown. So green and brown, I'm gonna mix together. Now, if you don't have acrylic paints, you can really use any kind of medium you have. You can use colored pencils, you can use crayons, watercolor. Okay, so I have it all mixed up. And we're gonna paint the shells of the turtles. So using my big brush, and again, if you want to outline with your little brush, you can do that. That's absolutely okay. Work in a way that makes you comfortable and lets you have fun. So I have this green brown painting the turtle shell. Later on, I'm going to come back in with the pure green and I'm going to add details to the shell. The details actually have a pretty funny name. I will tell you that later. Underneath the kid turtle. There we go. You know, these are actually tortoises. Tortoise, because they are land. They walk on the land. I think sea turtles are pretty cool too. There you go. One shell, one to go. This one's a little shell. When we're done painting the shells, we're going to skip over to the turtles' bodies and let the shells dry a little bit. There. That's it for the shells. I'm going to clean my brush out and dry it. Then I'm going to use light green on the turtle's legs and head. Dry my brush. I have my light green here. I'm not going to mix it. I'm just going to go right in. Because the legs and the head of the turtle are a little bit smaller, I'm going to use my medium brush. I'm going to paint right over the turtle's eyes and mouth because we are going to be outlining this again. So we're just doing the head, the legs, and the tail of both of our turtles. Our turtles do have some accessories. They're wearing some cool things, but we're going to paint that close to the end. We want to get our big areas first and then work our way to the small areas. Go. My turtle tail. I'm going to get some more green paint. Now the tail is a little area to work in. It's very small. So if you want to switch over to your small detail brush, go ahead. Use whichever brush is your favorite. At home, my favorite brush is a big red one. The turtle tail. And then the turtle head. We're going to go back to the background after this. Let's see. If you look at your paper in the light, if it's still shiny, that means it's still wet. So maybe you want to wait for it to dry a little bit. Mine's pretty dry. There's still some shiny spots that I can see, but that's okay. I'm going to get my yellow plate again. I'm going to dry my medium brush. I'm going to use my medium brush again. Get some pure yellow paint. And I'm going to paint some hearts in the background. You can paint stars. You could paint circles. You can paint hot dogs. Paint what makes you happy. Paint something your dad likes. Maybe your dad likes football. You want to paint some footballs. You can do that. Put another heart here. Paint another heart here. If you want, you could even paint a message for your dad. Or you can use Sharpie when everything is dry. Okay. There, I painted 4 hearts. It's a little bit hard to see, but they're there. They're just little details. Our main subject is the turtles. So I'm going to switch back to my green plate. I'm going to get some pure green and then a little bit of red and a little bit of white. We're just going to be painting the details on our turtle. I'm going to use my little brush. I'm going to go in with white, and I'm going to paint the turtle's collar. With acrylic, it's good to work light to dark. That way your brushes stay cleaner. Okay. I'm going to go back in with my medium brush. I'm going to go with red. I'm going to paint the turtle's tie. If you have something different than a tie, if you have a hat, if you have a scarf, if you have glasses with a fake nose and a mustache, go ahead and paint those. There you go. And then the little bow for my turtle up here. The bow on the turtle is just my own choice. You can paint whatever you want. All right. After that, I'm going to switch back to my big brush. And I'm going to go in with the pure green. And I'm going to paint the markings on the turtle. And as I said before, they have kind of a funny name. Those markings on the turtles are called scoots. So I'm going to paint the turtle's scoots. So I'm just going to paint squares. I have a square pattern for my turtle's scoots. I'm going to add a little bit of white, just so the scoots show up more. I want you to be able to see the scoots. Okay, there we go. I think that would be easier to see. So here's another one. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just painting squares. But if you want to do different designs, absolutely. Maybe you want to have triangle scoots or heart scoots, or you can do even silly things. Maybe you want to have scoots that look like slices of pizza, and then you have some pepperoni. You can have a silly turtle. That's okay. And there you go. And then the scoots up here. All right. So that is it for painting. When your painting is dry, you're going to go back with your Sharpie and you're going to darken your lines. There, my turtle can see again. With a big smile. Over here. Wherever you got paint on your Sharpie, just go ahead and darken it again. And that's going to be your last step for your turtles. I think it turned out really cute. I hope you had fun drawing your turtles and you got some cute ones as well. I know you did. You're a fantastic artist. And your dad is gonna love these turtles. There you go. My paint's a little bit wet. I'm getting some paint on my hand. That's okay. That's just how artists' hands look. Yeah. Almost done. So here we go. Now the acrylic paint is already pretty dry because acrylic dries pretty fast. But if it's not dry, feel free to take a break, drink some water, and come back when your paint is for sure dry. And again, just because this video is coming to a close, it doesn't mean you have to stop working. You can keep going, add as many details you want to your turtle. You could paint 50 more turtles if you want. A whole family of turtles. There you go. So there you have it, our turtles for Father's Day. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Make sure you check out Fibo Village on Facebook for more classes and lessons, and I hope to see you again. Have a happy Father's Day and happy painting.